Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel Johanna North. Today I want to talk about a question that is one of the most popular ones in my Instagram inbox. What are my favorite places to travel to in India? I've already been traveling and living in India for about 3 years. So far, I have as many as 19 out of the 29 total states nailed down in my discovery of India. These are my favorite 5 places to travel to in India at the moment. Number 5, Rameshwaram. Rameshwaram is the closest tip to Sri Lanka in Tamil Nadu, South India. In India, it would be called a small village, but it's actually bigger than my original hometown. So it's quite the escape from the humdrum of urban life and the hectic lifestyle that we have in cities. To many, it's more like a pilgrimage destination, but we went there a few years ago to spend time at Quest Academy and Katadi North, which is this water sports academy, and they give lessons and courses in kiteboarding and surfing, kayaking, paddleboarding or something like that. And yeah, it was just like one of the most relaxing and fun holidays that I've had in India. And train ride to Rameshwaram is just absolutely epic. It goes along this bridge just before arriving to the station, and you can just kind of reach out from the train doors and look at the absolutely amazing shade of blue ocean. The beaches in Rameshwaram are just so clean, miles long and white, and that combined with the clear blue water, it's just like a really utopian kind of place, a little bit of paradise in India. Number 4 is Kochi, and especially Fort Kochi. I think that is the most European vibe that you can possibly get in India. It's a very artsy, cultural, hipster kind of place. If we don't think about nature, those are mostly my interests in traveling, like culture, art, those, cool hipster places. And Fort Kochi also has some of the best food in India, coolest cafes, restaurants. It's also really cheap, and I've been trying to master all the recipes that we tasted in Kochi at home too. But yep, I would just travel back to Fort Kochi immediately at this very heartbeat just for the food. And also the architecture in Fort Kochi is just amazing. It has all these different cultural vibes. I just could keep looking at the buildings all day long while wandering through the streets. So, number 3 is Jaipur. I might be a bit partial with this because it's also a family place for us, because my boyfriend's parents live there. So I have this very warm tie in my heart with Jaipur. But it's also so amazing with all its historical sites and architecture. And I'm not a big fan of forts and temples or such usually, but going to see Nahargarh Fort and Amer Fort and all these, I was just blown away, and they were just really amazing experiences and so majestic with all their history. I love the fact that even though Jaipur is a pretty big city, it has quite the fresh air, and I also like the climate in Jaipur much more than for example, in our hometown, Visakhapatnam. I also love the fact that Jaipur is very cosmopolitan and also a touristy place, but it has still been able to maintain its Indianness and the essence of India. So you can get this very cool vibe of fusion between mixing of different cultures. And considering that it is also a very touristy place, it also makes it less intimidating for me as a foreigner, which is something that I very much appreciate. And also the pricing in Jaipur is very decent compared to other bigger cities like Mumbai or Delhi, which I think are sometimes ridiculously priced. But in Jaipur also that has been very decently achieved. So number 2 is Munnar in Kerala. And that is like, wow, one of the most amazing experiences of my life. It's pretty sad that when we traveled there, I was very, very sick. And throughout our whole journey, like I was down with some kind of stomach bug, so I kept like almost falling off the bike. But I think that being in that setting made it like so much easier for me to, you know, stay alive, and just like at least I had some kind of happiness in all that sickness. The nature in Munnar is just so amazing and serene, and I love mountains, and I think I could spend my whole life in that kind of setting. It's so peaceful and quiet, even though it's a very popular tourist destination for both foreign tourists and Indian tourists. Yeah, even so, I didn't feel at any point like people were staring at me there, but it was very welcoming towards foreign people too. The food, just like in any other place in Kerala, is just amazing. Then number 1, which is like by far the best experience of my whole life. My first trip in India, Spiti Valley in Himachal Pradesh, which we did as a road trip on a Royal Enfield. And it's my favorite place in the whole wide world. It's got some like unbelievable landscape, like it's a mountain desert, and just like the grand mountains around you, and the like really weird rock formations, and dry rivers, and snow, and the clear sky with all the billions of stars. It's just like mind-blowing. Even the simplest meals taste like heaven in Spiti. You know, when you're on the road and you're having these adrenaline fueled experiences and biking, it's just like you're happy to get whatever is served in front of you, and it was just like simply delicious. And I was able to reach such a peace and zen state of mind, because life in the mountains is so simple, the people are so good, there are the temples and this certain kind of spirituality. I was like actually feeling like I was connecting with the universe. It was just like the adventure of a lifetime, and I really wish that I could go right away to do it again. And it's there is a reason why they title the road in Spiti as the most dangerous road in the world, but I have to say that even though it was so extremely challenging and nerve-wracking, and I fell down off the bike so many times, and I almost broke my already broken foot again, and we all almost got stuck on a way to one of the mountain passes. That's what made it such a thrilling experience, and it just like taught me how the life in India is in general. It's such a challenge. It's like sometimes seems like such an impossible mission. That makes it even more of a thrilling experience when you conquer it and you have those happy moments. And I've never been happier than that in my whole life. And that's what I keep recreating in India all the time. And yeah, these are my favorite places, and I hope that by this time next week I will be having something to add on this list, and I will definitely be making travel guides for you guys in the future too, to share some of the material that we've been able to create during these years. So definitely do subscribe and see where we're traveling now and where we've been so far, and I will try to make some more coherent videos in the future too. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon again. Bye!